Welcome to another episode of Travel with Mike. Today I'm visiting the Western Cemetery here in the center of Copenhagen, and more specifically one of the biggest World War II grave sites of German soldiers and refugees. More than 10,000 people are buried here in these German war graves. About 10,000 Germans are buried here. Half of them civilians, refugees, brought in from the Baltic region, Eastern Europe, on their way back to Germany, who didn't survive and then got buried here. And 50%, about 5,500 German soldiers, mainly dead or wounded from the East Front, who didn't survive the trip back to Germany, all buried here. 10,000 total. This cemetery is the biggest World War II German cemetery in Scandinavia, and it's located here in the Western Cemetery, right in the center of Copenhagen. So if you're visiting one day, you should come and check it out. It's pretty neat, very respectful done. This cemetery was founded in 1870, and this German war grave has 3 sections. This is one of them, and we're gonna go over to the second part over here, which is even bigger. Just rows and rows and rows full of granite crosses of all the casualties, civilians and soldiers alike. Most of these casualties, both civilians and soldiers, were actually buried by the Germans themselves during the occupation of Denmark. And today it's actually also maintained by the German government, so it's the Germans themselves that maintain the graves today. here is the centerpiece of the German burial site. The large cross that says 1939 to 1945. It kind of reminds me of the Arlington War Memorial with the granite crosses. It looks kind of the same, don't you think? Very respectful way to honor the casualties. And they do look in quite good condition. After all, they've been here now 80 years already, so, and they look almost brand new. So someone is definitely taking care of this gravesite. So if you're visiting Copenhagen at any time, this cemetery is open to the public 7 days a week, and it's pretty large. It covers an area of about 500,000 square meters, so you should be able to find it. And this is just a small part of the entire cemetery. This German War Memorial is just a tiny corner. Ein unbekannter deutscher Soldat, Hans Gullmann. An unknown German soldier, Hans Gullmann. And even though it's been 80 years since the war ended, people are still paying respect to the dead. Probably relatives who placed this wreath here recently. At the grave of Heinrich Hoppe. And over here is the third section of the German war graves. Just rows and rows of granite crosses. I don't know about you guys, but I think cemeteries look so pretty during the springtime. What about this? So that was it, guys, from this video from the Western Cemetery here in Copenhagen. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the German War Memorial. And remember, if you're ever in Copenhagen, it's open to the public. You can come and check it out for yourself. And if you want to support my channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any new videos. And feel free to leave a comment. See you next time. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.